Hello, welcome to another Life with R&D. I'm Ron,
And I'm Deedra.
and we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our vlog and even watch it too. Today we want to talk about leadership within the family, and for our country, when we talk about leadership, really what you want is strong families, and one of the backbones of our country and of other countries across the world is what is the strength of the family. And so we want to kind of hit on a few of those things. So Dee, what do you believe are some keys to a strength of family or a healthy family?
Well, there's a lot. I think first and foremost, like having a personal relationship with God and understanding His provision for the family, His provision for the husband, for the wife, what the roles look like. There can't be two quarterbacks on the field.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to understand their role to play. And that's key to the success of the family. There can't be two chiefs. And there certainly is equal opportunity to thrive, to help the team thrive, whatever role you play. But all of them are important roles for sure. Yeah. But understanding the roles and what that should look like is really key to the success of the family structure.
That's a good point. One other thing for the men of leading their families is, and this is really key, is don't be afraid to fail. Okay. And with that, the spouse, the wife, really needs to, one of the things that wives crave is security. And usually with failure, there's the feeling of no security. So somehow those got to work hand in hand. So the wife has got to understand that I need to cheerlead even though there's failure in the situation. I need to build my husband up so that he understands that he is still of great value and continue to lead. And that will be the most amazing encouragement to a husband and to a man, is knowing that he's got a cheerleader, because the fear of failure can be crippling.
Yes.
So, any other ones you can think of?
Well, and I remember one time we were talking about why is it that there are so many affairs in men with their secretaries or their assistants or those kind of situations. And I remember you told me that if women would just follow and cheer their husbands on even when they make mistakes, that is key to the success of a man being able to accomplish the things he feels called to do, because he needs to know that you've got that girl's got his back, and that I listened and I learned from you that I thought I need to remember that, and I think I'm pretty good at that. But it was even more helpful for me to hear you say that, because that made sense to me. It's key to respect your husband through even his worst mistakes, and to encourage him and cheer him on.
So that word respect you hit on is really key, because I do believe men feel like, and it's probably real, they get more respect at work than they do at home. And so where do they want to go spend more time at? Work. So that's, even though that can be a source of, hey, I'm providing for my family, I'm leading my family, which is totally, accurate and good. That's what you want out of a leader. But if the thrive is coming from being respected there, rather than I don't want to go home because I don't get the respect there, then that can be crippling. So those are just a few of the many, many challenges of the backbone of the family and leadership for our country. But really for our country to, and my belief, to get back to being a strong moral country, the health of the family is key.
It is.
I think we've seen the breakdown occur. So,
and one other thing too, if I can share, is there's a lot of different perspectives on how that looks as the husband being the chief or the leader, the quarterback, and that some people have the perspective of, I want to respect it. I'm going to demand this. I'm going to demand that. I'm going to be the dictatorship kind of style leader.
Yeah.
And that does not work well. That style of leadership, especially for a woman is not going to want to ferociously, passionately serve that man.
Well,
and it's going to be robotic. It's going to be ritualistic. It's not going to be a relationship based thing, because she's not going to feel cherished. She's not going to feel loved well. She's going to feel beat down. She's not going to feel valued. She's not going to feel like she has a voice. And that's crippling to a woman. It causes fear of all kinds of things. And but servant leadership, your style of leadership, servant leadership is always going to be, for any person, the easiest style to follow, which is what Jesus exemplified when he came on the earth. He showed us how to lead people. He was very much a servant leader, and that servant leadership style works.
It does. And part of that, when I talked about the fear of failure, you know, the failing, if you are in communication with your spouse and talking those things through when there's decisions being made, usually the iron sharpening iron occurs, and there's less failure opportunities. So I think that's really key. So we could, with this we're 6 minutes in, we could go for hours on this topic, but we better wrap it up right here. So hey, the backbone is the family, but also the backbone of the family is a relationship with Jesus Christ, and the willingness to be on your knees and accept the Lord as your Savior, and be forgiven of all your sin, all the past, and the sin that will occur later on. It's not an easy road, but you don't have to carry that baggage. You don't have to keep it strapped to you. Forgiveness is amazing, and the relationship with Christ is amazing. And we both just pray that for those that are watching and listening to this, that you've made that decision, or you want to seek that decision. So, all right, we'll wrap it up here. God bless. Have a great day. We'll see you again.